Hi, and welcome to my home, and thank you for tuning into Marty's place once again. Tonight, we're doing steak for two, and it's going to be something that's a little different than you're probably used to, so pay attention to me and let's walk through this. Obviously, when you went to the store, Fresh Market, Earth Fare, got a great cut of meat, right? Okay, so now you've invested in that cut of meat, and you've also invested in a nice bottle of wine. So the last thing that you want to have happen is you don't want to overcook your steaks for dinner. Now this is a great foolproof way to cook a steak perfectly every time. The reason why I call it steak for two is because the cut is so thick. So it's a steak that you can share with that special someone. So now let's get started and I'll show you how I fix it. Obviously, this steak is very thick. What I do is I take this Allegro marinade that I bought up at the Fresh Market and I put a little bit of it on the steak. Now you're gonna have to let this rest for about a half an hour, okay? I take my McCormick's Grill Mates that you could find at any grocery store and I sprinkle it on my steak. Now what I'm doing now is I'm making the foundation of the crust. So now what you do is you take the steak after it's rested for a half an hour with the seasoning on it, you take it and you place it in a saute pan with butter. Make sure the heat is high because remember the sear is what's most important. So here we go over to the stove. Now, that's gonna sear up, and then when it sears on both sides, what I'll do is I'll slide it in the oven. And the reason why I'm sliding it in the oven is because I'm going to put a probe in it, okay? And when you put the probe in the steak, you can cook it exactly like you want. It's going to beep when it's ready, and you can make a salad, you can do some other things that you need to do to get ready for your evening without having to worry about the steak, which is great because what else do? You sit there and watch it and watch it and watch it until you hope it's ready. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven now that I've got a crust on it, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how it's finished. And now we're gonna see what that investment that you made in that steak is gonna look like. So here I'm gonna take it out of the oven and I'm gonna show you. So let's see what this steak looks like. All right. Now the whole idea is you can serve this steak with some roasted asparagus and some mashed potatoes. And I think it'll be really good. Now let's see what this looks like. Now see what I'm talking about? That is absolutely perfect. And this is plenty of steak for your partner and yourself. So let's see. How's it taste? Oh my goodness. Now, you can take your steak, put it on a plate, plenty for you, plenty for your partner. This is a beautiful Cabernet from Robert Mondavi. Like I say, you can go to any wine shop, you can come to me. I can tell you all about different wines that would go great with this meal. So cheers.